welcome back to the Frederick Family Acre. If you're new, welcome, and if you're with us again, then welcome back.
We are a 1-acre suburban homestead in San Diego, California, and today we have the whole family here and we are going to be harvesting up all of our onions. Are you ready to pull up the biggest onions we have?
The biggest onion I have is Giant-O! Because he's a giant onion!
All right, so we are gonna harvest up Giant-O.
Giant-O, the giant onion.
We're gonna harvest up Giant-O, the giant onion, and we are gonna share some onion tips with you while we do that, and we are very excited to have you come along and get all of these out of the ground with us.
The first tip that we have for onions is picking the right variety of onions. There's short day, medium day, and long day. Short day is going to be anything where your daylight hours are 10 hours or less, or your garden sunshine hours are 10 hours or less. And long day is going to be 12 hours or more. And medium kind of falls anywhere inside the bracket of that. We actually made the mistake of growing long day onions last year and they were all tiny. And I'll see if we can pull up some video or some photo of that. But if you click the card up here, we will actually have our first onion harvest video you can check out if you want.
The giant onion!
So we can see it. Oh, that's pretty big, huh? Hold it still.
In addition to choosing the right day length variety for your garden, you need to really carefully consider the placement of your onions, because even if you select the right variety, if your garden bed where you will be planting these onions does not have enough daylight hours, your onions are going to end up being very small. And I'm going to show you an example of this. This side of our bed that we're harvesting from right now gets a lot of daylight. This gets the most. And as you move all the way down to the other end, the onions get quite a bit smaller. So next year, we're actually gonna plant these probably on the other side of the fence where all of them get daylight all the time. And we're gonna leave the small onions in the bed a little longer to get a little bigger.
Another tip that we have is to remember how long these are going to take up space in your garden, so plan accordingly. These take 100+ days to come out of the ground. The cool thing about these is that you can companion plant them really well with things like brassicas, so spinach, cauliflower, broccoli, chard, greens, right? So you can utilize space in there from your garden if you plan for it.
After harvesting onions, it's really important to keep them in a dry place with really good airflow. So when you're harvesting your onions, you want the soil to be mostly dry. So you should make sure that it hasn't rained for 3 to 4 days.
The most important thing is to cook good and yummy food.
Got all the onions out. Well, most of them. We're gonna leave some we're letting go to seed. We're gonna try and save some seed so that we can start all our own onions this next year. And then we will be preparing this bed after we catch the gophers for what we're gonna put here next.
Which is gonna be squash and corn, because our beans didn't do so hot down here last year, but maybe we'll plant some more. The squash did amazing and the corn did better than I expected. So we'll do both of those for sure.
And lots of sunflowers, because what's the point of a garden without flowers? Thanks so much for hanging out with us, guys, and the fam. Well, we got these onions out.
And we will see you on the next video.
Yeah, go!
Go! like Cullen. Yeah.
What happened? What'd you eat?
Onion.
Oh, was
Is
it
that
spicy?
Spicy.
No, don't do that.
Not bad.
Yuck.
Is it good? You don't have to lie.
No, I just took out the dirt.
Ugh. How is it, Colin? Yeah.
I want to state it for the record, this was not our idea. This was not our idea.
Yuck.
Whose idea was this? I'm looking at Cash. I'm looking at Cash manhandle these onions.
Bye-bye.
Leif, what are you doing?
Wishes.
You see pictures? That's going to be some good footage.
Mom. I see you, Mom.
You see me? I don't think you do.
I see Mom.
I don't think you see me.
See you, bye. Bye.
See ya, bye.
See you, bye.